And we're live.
You know there were 7 new movement. No movement days. September the 5th is also another new movement. Sunday coming.
Oh, okay.
When is your birthday?
The 2nd. So the Thursday, I think.
On Thursday. Okay. So you're free on the Thursday.
Well,
Hi everybody.
free. Well, not really, but yeah.
Meaning you can move around.
Well, yeah, but I have a doctor's appointment, so and then I'll be sick afterwards, so not really movement.
Okay. So you're the first person I hear I said who's sick after going to the doctor. Afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Humphrey.
Hi, Neku. Hi, Carol. Happy Sunday, yes. Hi, Erica. Hi, Marty.
Chavez. Erica was here last week. Lindsay. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. So, Tony, you were looking for those questions that we didn't get to take before, that we didn't get to answer last week. Because we did the presentation. So this week I'm not doing a presentation because I want to try and answer all the questions in the time frame that we actually have. So they can go forward with this chair, please. Forward? Yeah. Sideways. Something is holding on to my chair there. I'm trying to come a little closer here. Oh. I think I have your cushion. Oh, which is what probably why my chair feels like this. All right, everybody. So,
oh, Maxine's here. Hi, Maxine.
Hi, Maxine. We're gonna try and take your questions, all of them this week. Debian has joined us too. Hi, Debian. Hi, Robert. Robert Hay. I know that name. I know a Dr. Hay. Are you related to Dr. Hay, Robert? Watching from Queens. Hi, Joy. Thanks for joining us from Queens. When looking about a home, usually you need to find 15% of the cost of the unit. Does this amount include legal fees? Not usually. But the deposit, the minimum deposit now is 5% actually. And that's if you're getting 95% financing from your bank. If you're getting 90% financing from your bank, you would need to find 10%. Hi, Makila. And that's Arik. Hi, Harik. Robert Hay says QS. What does that mean?
Quantity surveyor.
Oh, QS. Quantity surveyor. Robert Hay.
And it says no, not related.
Not related. Oh. Probably should write that. No, you're a quantity surveyor.
In Jamaica? Chavez says, it's the first time I'm seeing so much properties up for auction in the Gleaner today. 2 full pages. Do you think it's the result of the COVID?
Yeah, some of it definitely is. I know somebody would comment on that. When I saw it today, it was like, wow. I mean, yes, I don't know. Yeah, it is definitely. Some of that definitely is a result of the COVID. They would have gone through the moratorium already. And so the banks would be looking to, I don't think the banks extended the moratorium, did they? I don't think they did.
This is what now, 1 year?
Yeah, 18 months.
18 months?
Mm-hmm. Hi, Angela. Greetings. Greetings from London. Greetings from Jamaica too. Sagicor Brunswick Village. No, didn't get a chance to. Matter of fact, we have been on lockdown.
Yeah, so we only have, what, 4 days of movement?
And I tell you, it literally cramped me. I'm used to working 7 days, and I'm down to 4. I'm like running around like trouble.
Maybe now that you have less days, you'll get more efficient at it.
No.
But not only are they limiting us to the 4 days, it's now what, like 7 o'clock is the curfew?
Yeah, I mean,
So
that's
that
so
still
crazy.
cramps us.
7 o'clock is so that hampers us a lot. And so Sundays we're usually out and about. Saturdays too, it hampers us. So Robert says, yes, he's a quantity surveyor in Jamaica. Good to know. Robert, you may want to send me a number. My phone number is 876-292-6776. Robert is a quantity surveyor. Send me a number, Robert. I have some stuff I can ask you about. Humphrey. So, oh yeah, surgical Brunswick.
Just turn
Let
it
me
down.
turn this down. People don't realize I'm on YouTube Live right now.
He sent it to my phone. He sent the call to my phone.
All right, I'm turning it down. Persons don't realize I'm on YouTube Live. So I'm here. I'll take your questions. Brunswick Village. Haven't been there yet. But we were on Brunswick on Saturday.
We were?
Yeah. Brunswick was where we bought the lunch.
Oh, we were way up at the other side. We're like at the start of Brunswick.
No, Brunswick isn't that long. Remember we came out on Job Lane.
Oh, so where on Brunswick is
So where in Brunswick would that be? Because I drove Brunswick.
There is that open land across the street though, near where the other scheme is.
Yeah, that scheme that was on my NHD.
Yeah, there's some land there.
I drove there. I didn't remember seeing any signs or anything. Brunswick project is it's a commercial development.
Oh, but that'd be good. That belt does need a commercial space right
What they
there.
need is a mega mart.
They have a big supermarket there already.
No, man, that's not big enough. They need a mega mart, a price mart, something like that.
They need some fast food places. I think only like Domino's or one of them is on that stretch already.
I don't remember any of them being there actually.
Yeah, right in the supermarket there is a pizza place there.
Oh, I don't remember.
I can't remember which one though. It's either Domino's or Pizza Hut though.
Hi Sophia, hi. All right, so you clicked on a jot form listed last week about the land development in St. Anne, but haven't received a response. Can you tell us about it? I know the location, but I can't tell you yet. The prices, because we haven't priced it.
They're gonna be quarter
sizes,
acre.
they're gonna be quarter acre. But I can't release any information yet because we're still trying to get some registration and the processing, which is why I want Robert to WhatsApp me. So Robert, WhatsApp me. So the we're still doing some preliminaries. We have parish council approval, we have NEPA approval. So we're trying to get some other stuff in, like the same quantities that Robert would probably be able to help with. And some other things. So I can't tell you yet, Safi. Is it Safi?
Yes.
Yes. I can't tell you yet, Safi, until we have those information in place. But it is coming. It's coming definitely. So those of you who would be interested in something on the North Coast, but on the St. Mary side, then you fill out the form. Tony, put by the form in, put by the link in there. So that you can be upfront with it. Remember to get your pre-approval from now. The jot forms are on my phone still. That needs to be uploaded back to my phone. So my phone fell this week and died, literally.
And I lost my phone.
And Tonya lost her phone. It's just a bad week for us. So we are trying. We brought back our WhatsApps, but stuff that we normally have on our phone, like our Gmail and our jot forms. And
my WhatsApp is not back up yet.
Your WhatsApp not
because
back.
I need to get back the chip to
Right.
get my WhatsApp back.
And it was a short week again. So many things to do. We just couldn't get it done. But we're gonna try and get it done Wednesday. So we're locked down until Wednesday. Here's a question. Hi, Claudia Jones. Hi, Claudia. Why do banks collect the first payment of mortgage and you are not yet living on the property? Because the bank gave out the loan, Chanel. If the bank paid out the mortgage, paid out the loan for you to the company who you bought the place from, or to the person who you bought the property from, then the bank expects to be paid right away, irrespective of whether you want to live there or not.
Right, because the bank has fulfilled their part of the obligation.
Yeah. So you have to pay that. Once the bank pay out their monies, you have to start paying the bank immediately. The only person has to pay out money and don't start paying immediately is NHT, National Housing Trust. So if you're doing build and own land, which I have taken 3 build and own lands, I can't get 3, I can't get 1, but me, Tony, and Rachel. So the NHT gives you the money to do the building and tells you that you have 1 year to do this building, and your mortgage is not going to start till 1 year later. But any other bank giving you a loan, as them pay out the money, you start to pay them. So if you're asking a question, what can one do when a developer advertises about installing water heat and solar and it's not in 1 year after living there? Is it in your contract? Is it in your sale agreement that is signed? All right, Angela has asked a question. Angela and Tony, miss you both also. Miss Claudia, grandson. Oh, Angela. Yeah, Xander is... So Rachel is sleeping. Sounds like he's sleeping. I don't hear people damn. He was just here. Yeah, Xander is okay. Growing strong and beating all the barriers that are set up for him not to go elsewhere in the house.
You need to just buy a barrier with a gate on it.
So I've been setting up furniture, chairs, and all the bed, all kind of things to barrier the skin in. And this skin find a way over it, under it, round it. He's such a little trooper. And we taught him to go up the stairs, as a matter of fact. So last month, Tony showed him once how to go up the stairs, you know, on his knees. And man, I tell you, as he breaks the barrier,
that's where he goes.
That's where he goes, straight for the stairs. So now I just have to stand behind him and just, you know, make sure that he does a trip or whatever. But he's up the stairs, so he learned that pretty fast. I told his mom I would teach him how to climb the grill, but of course she needs to buy my shoes, man.
Why do you want to teach him to climb a grill?
It's a skill. Boys need to be able to climb. It's a skill that they should know. They shouldn't be afraid of heights. And that is something, just like how he sees hands run up the stairs here, no, not afraid, you know? So the next thing I need to teach him now is how to come down the stairs and how to come off the bed backwards. But he's kind of resisting me with the bed.
I think because he when he lands, he has to kind of jump with his feet back, and he doesn't and steadies himself, right? So that he doesn't fall over. So he has quite gotten the knack of that and the fear factor because he's not seeing where he's going. Mm-hmm. But I have to teach him how to come backwards down the stairs and how to come backwards off the bed. So there are actually 2 ways these kids can come off the stairs. They can come off backwards or they can come down on their bottoms. But I'll see how that goes. But he's doing well. So are we. He's so big.
He's so big. And of course, he's calling his mama now. Mama, everything is his mama, mama. It should be grandma, grandma.
Do you really know what he's saying?
Yeah, he does. He does. As soon as I was with him this morning, Rita came and gave him to me, and I had him on my bed. And as he turned around into Rachel and said, Mama, Mama.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, started to call. You know, he's doing his thing, right?
But I don't remember us teaching him Mama.
No, I don't remember it either. But
is it because we say Mom all the time?
I don't know. But I keep saying, "Go to Mama, come, go to Mama."
Oh, okay.
I keep saying that to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's one of the babbles that babies would make. But you just have to reinforce it that, hey, this is Mama. If you do that, eventually they'll make the connection that the Mama, and I will say Mama, and he will say Mama.
Maybe that's how they came up with the word.
So he's actually, maybe that's how they came up with it. So he's actually repeating the sounds that I'm making now.
Tashalay, would you recommend buying land in a shell of a gated community and signing a HOA even though there is no formal final decision to have the amount of the monthly? Oh, went so fast.
There's no final amount of the monthly maintenance, I guess that's what she's trying to say. Shell. It's a shell. Go back to the question. Can I get it back?
The scrolling on this is
check your phone.
Not
Good afternoon to both. Can you give me some info on joint financing and how does it work? Joint financing is usually with the National Housing Trust. So you can joint finance. So National Housing Trust maximum loan is 6.5. Usually most persons find that's not enough to buy a property. So they joint finance with another bank or institution. So you can join with a credit union, a building society, or a bank. For the difference, provided, okay, hi Robert, yes, okay, so I'll look up for your WhatsApp later. Usually you would merge the money, so the 6.5, with another institution. So let us say NHG give you 6.5, another institution give you 3.5, so that's 10 million you would have for your loan. So that's basically what they call joint financing. Usually it would be the bank, the building society, or the mortgage, or the credit union who would liaise with the National Housing Trust under joint financing. Tony, you're skipping.
What did I skip?
Can I just clarify, if I buy a new build property under construction, that the mortgage will not start until the property has been completed and handed over? No, not with the banks. That only happens with the National Housing Trust. With the banks, you will start paying the interest right away. Once they have disbursed you, you're going to start paying the interest right away. Claudia, what is the North Coast land development about? So there's a land development coming up that I'm going to be doing on the North Coast, but it's on the St. Mary side. It's closer to the past Tower Isle. Heading to Boscobel. You don't reach Arcabessa though. So it's going to be a new development land for sale that will be coming. You missed your question near the top. That's Anderson.
Okay, I'm going back now.
Lucas Zid. You made it, all right? You're wide awake and early. Yes, Lucas Zid. So we're just taking the questions today. Didn't prepare anything for it because I realized I missed a lot of questions last week, so I'm trying to get through them. Good evening. Any new developments coming up in St. Anne? Housing developments are in St. Anne. Housing development, not land, housing.
Staffy said, I saw a new development in Clarendon, Toby Hammocks in Toby Heights. Looks good. You should check it out.
I know Toby Heights.
Do you know Toby Hammocks?
No, I know Toby Heights in Clarendon, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know Toby Heights. I'm not a fan of Clarendon though, or a fan of St. Thomas. Too dry. Although it wasn't dry the other day when that rain came. Oh my God! So it's dry, and then all of a sudden it's very wet. I mean, wet to the point of being uncomfortable because they had floods. We had what was the name of the storm?
Grace.
Not Grace. The last one that just passed through.
Oh, I don't know. It
passes as a tropical depression, then it developed into a storm. Just this week, actually. And they had serious flooding in Clarendon, Toll Gate, and those places.
Chanel says, but everything is not finalized. I haven't received the keys or the letter of possession. Note that I would have paid all fees.
Mm-hmm. This is the person who's buying the shell of a development. How much the lands are gonna cost?
No, she's the one who where they were collecting mortgage without her getting anything.
Can Can I get half acre, please, in the St. Mary? Don't charge me foreign price, though. Leonie back. Leonie. As I said, I don't know how we're going to price it, if it's US dollars or Jamaican dollars. I can't say that's up to the developer. I'm working through it now. And the price coming out is Ida. Right, Ida. That's the name of the store. Thank you, Lucas. I can't say no, because as I tell you, we're just getting in the quantities, meaning the price to build the roads, the drains, the electricity, water supply, and so on. So we don't know yet. Good afternoon, Marcia. You missed some questions, Tonya.
Staffy says, can I just clarify, if I buy a new built property under construction, that the mortgage will not start until the property has been completed and handed over?
Answer that question.
And that's already. All right, let me go back.
So Leonie Beckford wants a half acre in St. Mary. Leonie, fill out the form. What's the form called? What's the form?
Land development.
Land development. We just posted it in the chat. Fill out the form so you can be on the list to get notified when we are ready. Ida. That's the name of the storm. It mashed up some parishes in Jamaica. Literally put them on their knees. But the waters do recede in Jamaica, and I suspect that the drains were blocked. Jamaicans, we must help to keep our drains and gullies clean. We cannot block up the drains and gullies, and then when we have an event like Ida, we complain about flooding and all these things, and say the government not helping us when we're not helping ourselves. I saw one of them with a bridge, and the actual debris and some stick from some trees came and blocked it. And just that being blocked, because the water would have climbed over the bridge if it, and gone about its business, right? If it couldn't go under the bridge, it would have climbed over. But just that blockage caused so much devastation for the people up the top. Because once it blocked, the water started to back up. So the gullies, it is important that we don't throw the garbage on the streets. I see the solid waste management trying so hard to keep the roads clean. They're out every morning at 5 o'clock trying to keep the roads clean. And we're still blocking gullies. If you want to live in a first world country, we must behave like first world citizens. We can't behave like we come from, who said I say in Bakako, one of my subscribers. Bakako, she uses it a lot. We can't behave like we come from Bakako. And we want to live bossy and like first world country. We behaving, in a certain way. No.
It's a really indiscipline to be throwing things on the street.
Yeah, and I'm driving to be throwing things through their windows. You can't do that, guys. The box juice or the buckle where you leave for the sidewalk, I never put it, dispose of it properly. It will block up the drain. It will cause a problem, right?
We should go back to the days where you get a flogging for littering.
Oh my God. More than a flogging, Tony. More than a flogging. Because I don't think no Jamaica afraid of being, because we get that all the time.
No, but it's just a public flogging.
Now them have all about them when we be picnic, but the whole I will get some serious leak. Rubbish.
I think children should be spanked, honestly.
All right, hi ladies. I sold my house here in the UK, yes, and bought a 2-bed in a gated community in Jamaica. I have enough to purchase a small car. Can I survive on 500 pension per month for cost of living included? Let me see. Somebody do the maths. How much is a pound now? Is a pound 200 and let's say the pound is 200. I don't have the pound money, but let's say it's 200. So the pound is 200 times 500. 100,000 per month. You should be able to, provided you're not paying any mortgage, provided you're only paying your electricity, your water, your cable, your internet. You'll probably run about 25,000 out of the 100,000.
You have to buy gas.
You have to buy gas, so it depends on where you bought and how far you have to be traveling. Maybe another 20,000.
Good thing is the pound's going up.
Yeah, your money depreciate. So you literally will get more money in your hand every month, right? Yes, you should be able to do it. Supermarket is the next big bill.
She would just need to put down the pennies for the car insurance and maintenance when that rolls up.
When that rolls up, yeah. You'd have to save about 10,000 a month, so that you would have, as Tony says, that for your insurance for your car and any other little thing that might pop up. But you should be able to do it. £500 pension, you should be able to do it. Slightly confused. If I were to buy a Richmond and they say the house will be complete in X years, the first mortgage payment is not due until completion, correct? Yes. The mortgage company does not pay over Safia until the house is finished and they have a completion certificate from the parish council that says, yes, the house is finished. That's when the mortgage company pays over. And then the obligation from the developer to you is complete, because he would have finished. He would have told you that he's finished, and you are now obligated to go and collect your keys. Whether or not you collect your keys, that's on you, but you ensure that your house is insured. So if there's a mortgage, your house is insured. You might want to ensure that if you're not in Jamaica, that you have somebody who can oversee it and that kind of thing. Also, I should let you know, those of you buying properties from overseas, you can apply to Jamaica Public Service, JPS, and the National Water Commission online from where you are, anywhere in the world. You don't need to come here. You don't need to send the money to your auntie, your brother, your sister. Nothing like that, guys. So don't write your decks. Send the people your Tony have the link. Do you? Send the people they're gonna ask you for that letter from the builder, or the letter from your lawyer, the possession letter. They're gonna ask you for your TRN, your ID. They're gonna ask you for the list is on the website.
Sometimes there's a letter too.
A letter from a lawyer.
No, sometimes there's a letter from yourself that I give JPS.
Oh, a letter from yourself.
To go to my service to connect electricity service. Sometimes there's a letter.
Yeah. So you can do that from where you are. You don't have to send any money to anybody, right? Most meaningful, no mortgage. What does that mean? You don't have a mortgage on the property? No, that's something else she answered. Gonna follow on the phone. Did we miss any questions?
I don't think so. I think we're on track.
Have I ever negotiated escalation fees? The first time escalation reached me was
Matt Meeting is the same person with the 500 UK money.
Right, no mortgage, so you should be able to do it. Have I ever negotiated escalation fees? The first time escalation reached me was when I was buying a house in Fairview Park in Spanish Town. Quite frankly, I couldn't negotiate escalation fees. I had to sell my little 2-piece of furniture.
Sold all you have.
Yeah, well, many of them pack up anyway because I catch me the catch. But I had to sell them and pay the people of them escalation and moving at the house without them.
I know it was like, moving truck was empty.
Yeah. But you get over it, right? So I know, and some of them can charge some serious escalation up to mostly 10 or 15%. So you have to look out for that.
Like another deposit.
Yeah, when you're buying new properties here. And the truth is, no, a lot of those developers running with that escalation now because the dollar has gone up. The shipment cost for things to come into Jamaica has gone up. Those containers we used to bring things in, they're now 10,000 US. They have gone up. So, hi Nicole, blessed evening to you too. So, who was it I buy from that blip with that escalation? Nobody. Usually get escalation with these housing developments.
Right, and you hardly buy houses.
Yeah, hardly. I usually build my properties. So it's usually the housing developments are liquid with the escalation because they might buy material and this and that for it, right? But the land developments, usually they don't hit you with that kind of escalation. What's the status of New Era Development, Cayman Manors? Their website has been down for quite some time. Are they still in business? Yes, they are. And Caribbean 2 come and gone. Somebody tell me. No, this is not no gospel. I have no clue because I wasn't interested in this development. That the houses were sold for 23 million. Right. Is that true?
I don't know, but that's a good price. Well, that's roughly what the older ones are being sold for.
Or more. Or more, no more. No.
No, roughly that.
Roughly that.
Yeah. I saw a 2-bed on the market for, was it 22?
22. So Rena, Caribbean Estates, I think, has come and gone. Sold out. Caribbean Estates too.
They probably broke the website.
Yeah, probably did. I tell you, these new developments, as them come, them gone, which is why I'm telling you, when you see me with one, just jump on it. Right, guys? So, let's jump on it before it gone.
Angela Robinson is asking, is there any land for sale in Old Harbor? I need to buy a piece urgently. I'm asking my sister, Simone Smith, to contact you about houses selling. Could you offer me her help?
I can, if you're pre-approved, tell her, make sure you tell her you're pre-approved, send her a letter, give her the budget. How can Caribbean Estates 2 be sold out already? I didn't even see an email or announcement. Sophie, that's what them tell me. They call them on the phone and ask them, whoa, I've been checking the website forever. I do believe they were sold out. Let us see if there was an article. Somebody tell me them come and gone, guys. I wasn't looking.
It was like,
but they've started building actually. Passing us to the place. Set up like them start. I'm looking to see if that came out. I don't see an update.
yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Not seeing anything.
James says, how much is for the average size container in Jamaica? Would you recommend putting container on a piece of land, renovating it, and living there as a single woman?
No. I wouldn't do it.
Is a land in a gated
community? If the containers are usually 40 feet by 8, so let's say 40 by 10.
No,
400 square feet. Yeah, no, they're 8. 400 square feet or 32. 3,200 square feet. 320 square feet, sorry.
That's livable.
The containers are about 500 to 600,000 US. No, Jamaican. 500,000 to 600,000 Jamaican. I would build a house out of block and steel with a proper roof and everything. Same size as you're talking about, I would just build a house.
But don't get carried away. If you know it's the 400 square feet you can afford to build, only build a 400 square feet.
Yeah, because you buy a container for 600,000, you will still need to renovate that container. It's going to run you another 1 to 1.5 million, depending on what you want. I don't think your resale value, even if your land is that great, your resale value on a container house is going to be all that. Not in Jamaica anymore. Sure. What is that? Rate is same. What else should I look for? Totally. Look if somebody respond about. Anybody here knows about Caribbean Estates? If he came and went? Website still down. Man, kicking myself for missing it. I see Montego Bay Airport is expanding. Jamaica is literally taking off. If you don't get your name on a title soon, forget about it. Premium destination and price tag. I love that. That's a tagline. I love that one. You hear that, Tony? Yeah. Say that in your video. Premium what?
Destination and price tag.
I love that one. Could I wear that on a t-shirt?
Jamaica, premium destination and price tag.
That's on the hook. Yeah, the truth is, if you don't get in, stay far from NCB. Kill you with fees. Live in a container and a full piece of land. I don't know. I would not live in a container, guys. Thought of it. I even went and looked for containers.
If you got a group of people who want to do the same thing as you, then yes, you can probably go for it. But
you mean buy a piece of land, gate it round and everything.
Yeah, and put 10 of you on it in containers. Then maybe, but not by yourself.
Not by yourself.
On a land that's not secure.
No. So what else? You miss anything at the top?
No, we're on target.
You're on target?
Oh no, we missed something. How did we miss this? For used container is for that price?
Yeah. 500 to 600. Container hard to get now because the shipping containers. They have a backlog and all kind of something. It's 10,000 US a ship a container now. No. 10,000. Mm-hmm.
From your experience,
said she don't think them finish. Must call the New Year office. Yeah, call the New Year office.
From your experience, for a US person, which bank, NCB or JN, would be best if interest rate is the same? And what else would I look for? Oh, definitely JN.
JN. You want to send them the link?
JN, Jamaica National, is your friend.
Jamaica National is your friend. I've taken 4 loans from Jamaica National. No doubt, hands down. I mean, I remember when I first took a loan, but I've taken 4 loans. I paid off 3, and in 1 year now.
Was it the Reddings?
No, it's an HT. I'm trying to remember. No, I took one for an apartment. I took one for a land. What was the third one? Oh, a land out of Port Maria. I'm in one now, and I want to just cancel it. Kill it. I'll get the title, man.
Such a joyous occasion when that happens.
Man, Tony, I'm me to tell you. Say, it is such a joy. The first joy you get with property, guys, is when you get your key in your hand. You get your key, you walk up to the door, you push in the key, then you go into the house and you start to jump and you say, yes.
You buy new curtain.
Wow. You shop for curtain. You buy. I'm moving the empty, like when we moving our first house empty, but it's just glad to get house. But that's the first joy you get, right? And then you buck shuffle and you struggle for pay. If you every month you pay this mortgage, you just go and pay that day. You see, when them right, you say your mortgage done now, or you are track it like how me track it like hawk. And then say your mortgage finish, and you go and you pick up the title. When you pick up the title, I saw you shake. I said, this is really mine.
And all of a sudden you're thinking, I need to buy a safe.
No, you think we are going to do it, we are going to park it. No, because you're thinking if you lose this title,
you lose the house?
You lose the house. Oh, that's not true, right? But the title, when the second joy you're going to feel is when you get that title in your hand, that's the second joy. What are the upcoming home sales for gated communities? What are where? So we have all these apartments in St. Andrew, lots of them. One bedroom selling for 35 million in St. Andrew, Kingston, 6 zones, right? What was the apartment you sold the other days? What's the price? 44 million. Was it asked in US? What's the US?
I don't remember. We got it converted.
So it's a 2-bed or a 3-bed?
It's a 2-bed, 2-bath.
It's a 2-bed, 2-bath, 44,000. 44 million, I meant about 1,000.
That would be nice.
Yeah, so John says he's definitely gonna get family and friends with him. Yeah, and make sure you fence up the place properly. Fairway Estates have a wait list. We have a wait list longer than the amount of people with property. There are only 100 houses.
Yeah, they need to find some more land somewhere near here. So there's another 100.
Yeah, there's only 100 houses. These were literally booked even before we said yes already. People just running. put up the fairway waste list too. So you can get on the fairway waste list. Tony can put up the form for you. And you're on that list. So if somebody drops out, so people usually drop out and will come to close, right? So they'll pay the deposit and everything, and then drop out at the closing and start the box shuffle. Sometimes they lose their job. Life happens. What's the best housing development? Tony, what's the best? I was looking at a question.
Read this one here.
John says, when building, it would be a good idea to put a 40-foot container to store material. Cell container at the end of construction. Yes, John. A lot of persons do that. But you know, funny enough, I don't do that. When I'm building, either for myself or for persons, I tend to just use some plywood and make a shed. I'm not storing anything in there. That's all that. The most I'm probably storing in there, couple pipes that I may not have used, and cement. So usually I just
but you have the luxury of just buying on spot.
They do have the luxury of buying on spot. They're supposed to have a contractor managing the project. If you're overseas, you must have a contractor managing the project. So you don't buy. And one of the things I see you guys do all the time, and I say don't do it. You go to the hardware and you deposit money with the hardware. And then you have the person go in there every minute, to buy this. But how you keep track of that really? And you get the hardware is not a bank, you know, guys. The hardware is not a bank. Remember that. So
I think it's just the convenience of not having to send the Western Union every week or every month.
Suppose the hardware drop out. Suppose the hardware shut down. What you do?
Well, we're moving in good faith and hoping that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but no, you must secure your money. So you get the hardware, and these days now you can just transfer money to hardware. So what you do, you get the hardware near to where you're building, and you get their bank details and everything. You get somebody in the hardware with the WhatsApp number and so on, and you said the builder say, okay, I need 10 bags of cement, 50 bags of cement, this and that, give a list. You WhatsApp the hardware. Can I get a performer for this? You send in the performer, then you transfer the money and then deliver it to your location, right? That's what you do. Why? Can you explain why a realtor is necessary when buying land? And the realtor is not necessary when buying land. You can find the land yourself. Realtors become necessary when we're selling, because we tend to know people who want property to buy. So that's really when you need a realtor, when you're selling, not when you're buying. Hey everyone, good evening. Plus, if it is, let's say you're not on the island, you might want a realtor who knows where these properties are and who can guide you as to where. So it's a two-way thing. It just depends. If you're in Jamaica, you probably can go find the land yourself, right? It's Claudia, you have respond. Do I have all my glasses?
Violet, hi Claudia and Tony, and I'm purchasing my home from HAJ cash. And it's gone. You see it on yours? No, scroll.
Oh no, I don't want to scroll because I have some questions here. Okay, how is Xander? Okay, Xander is good. I think I hear him screaming now. I'm getting ready to go to NHG to get a loan, but my husband is leaving next week. Do you think NHG will process a loan without him being here? Yes, but he has to give you a power of attorney. Go to the NHG website. What happened here in my face? Tony, just show them, share your screen and show them where the power of attorney is on the NHG website. So what you're gonna do, Shelly, you're gonna go to the NHG website and you're going to complete the form, the power of attorney form. Go before a JP in Jamaica with your husband, TRN and ID number. Notarize the form, notarize his ID and this TRN number. And you will attend the interview for him. So he's gonna give you power of attorney to attend the interview for him. All right, Jim says, is it true that the NHG at Reuben Towers 1-bedroom will go for 27 million? And the 2-bedrooms for 35 million?
That's cheap.
Is our tax money from NHG know these prices? What's their mandate again?
NHG has to provide homes for the rich too.
Don't forget it.
The rich have NHT too.
Yeah, don't forget the middle class and the rich contribute to NHT as well, everybody. So therefore, my only thing though is either we were talking about low income the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're saying NHT should just be low income.
Right.
Be low income, man. Give the loans to anybody who want a loan, but build low income.
Mm-hmm.
So should the Housing Agency of Jamaica. Mm-hmm. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to merge the two entities anyway. But build low income. But
how do I get out
the thing is, guys, depending on the location, so Ruthven Road is literally New Kingston.
Mm.
Properties in New Kingston. Going for the one you saw was in New Kingston?
No, that was Waterloo.
That was Waterloo, outskirts. Properties in New Kingston.
But
go for some serious 70 million and then money in the guys.
I know it doesn't make sense for them to put up a high-rise apartment complex for lower class people in an area that is affluent. It doesn't make sense. You're gonna create something's gonna be wrong with the neighborhood in a few years. Like if you do that, it's gonna bring down property values around it. It's gonna create
not to mention the middle class and the rich are gonna ball out.
Well, yeah.
Because they're vocal and they're gonna say, hey, no. Oh no, you can't do this here, so that's what they're gonna say.
I know it's gonna almost come in like those what they call it in the overseas countries, council housing,
projects are project
council
houses.
housing and those things.
Right.
If it's too low,
if the price point is too low, so you bring in a certain type. Plus, you have to understand building costs. So that would be some serious subsidizing NHT will be doing to put the property on prime land and something like a whole apartment complex. They will be seriously subsidizing that money. And also, you have to remember. The NHT money, all of us contribute to the NHT, including the employer. So if NHT take the money and bill, heavily subsidize this set of condominium for these people, and only them will benefit from the condominium there, when they could have used the money to build other places for more people. That's what you have to look at. So if them build the condominium and sell it for 35 million, them now have the profit from the condominium to go and build other developments for lower income people who need place too. Yeah. So we have to balance it.
And the rich contribute more to NHT, don't they?
Of course.
I don't know what 3% of them pay.
If you earn $10 million and you contribute 3%, you pay how much that? As opposed to somebody who earn 100,000 contribute 3%. So you're plus if the rich can afford a 35 million, why not charge it? For it, right? Why subsidize that? Because that's what we would be doing. We would be subsidizing and don't make sense. So if that's a price, I think that's a reason.
But you know, truth and fact is the lower class of society, they want house they can walk around. They really don't like high-rise apartments.
No, they don't, and they do so badly at it. I saw a news report on some down in the Spanish Town Road, where they're saying it was built properly, they're leaking, they're this, they're that. But if that was an apartment complex uptown, they would have already jumped around, the strata would have jumped around, gotten it repaired, bill them for bill, sue them for sue, and do all of that.
Yeah, and not only that, so the individual homeowners would have maintained their properties.
Yeah. So, and is your website not working?
Looks that way. Looks
like office
it's
closure. But don't you have a form?
I do.
You must have a form somewhere because we use it all the time, actually. Because sometimes I act as power of attorney for persons who want an NHT loan.
I think I can pull it from my email.
Who live overseas? Claudia, Tony,
look this way, Mom, so that you're in the screen.
Oh, I'm trying to read this.
It's called Power of Attorney. And you need to tell them all the places that this power of attorney has to go before it gets to the NHT interview.
Oh, yes. So the power of attorney goes to the stamp office first, which is downtown. I think that fees must be $500.
It is.
Then it goes to and usually, all right, so I'm going to tell you now, who asked the question, was it Safi? Shelly. You are to let him notarize three copies of your ID, 3 copies of your TRN, and 3 copies of this power of attorney. It's a 1-page document. Maybe you could post it in the chat. No?
I don't have that.
You don't have that feature. All right. You can WhatsApp or Steffi will send it to you. Or send a WhatsApp or send it to your email, we'll send it to your email. So it goes to stamp office first, $500. Get 3 copies and just stamp the 3 copy. Then you're going to take it to the RGD, which is the Registrar General's Department. There's one downtown too, on Duke Street. There's one at Twickenham. There's the next one. There's some other places. Check whichever parish you're in. And you're going to get that stamp 3 times. Because chances are you're going to submit 2 to the stamp office and 2 to registrar. When you finish with registrar, it goes to the titles office. But the titles office keep 1. Right? Mm-hmm. And you need a notary ID and a notary TRN. So you must have that. I notarize 3 because sometimes in the back end, the person asks me to do other things like go National Water Commission, go JPS, do this, so do that. They say you need a power of attorney, right? So get 3 copies done. Now here's a power of attorney. So what's her name? Shelly? Shelly and Jones? No,
it's the husband's name.
It's the husband's name go there. So Mr. John Jones, and you put his occupation, of the address that he's at. Do hereby appoint Shelly Ann Jones, where it says attorney's full name is your name must go there as a Shelly Ann. And your occupation of the address. My attorney to sell to any person all other lands, leases, mortgage, or charge, whether now belong to me or whether they're all of that. So you just fill in this part. What's at the bottom? What's at the bottom? The signature block is at the bottom. So you fill in that part, dated the 10th day of August 2021, signed by, so it's your husband signing here, so his signature in the presence of the justice of the peace or the notary public if you're in foreign. That's it. A 1-page document. Anybody need this, you can WhatsApp me and get it. This come off of the NHG website. Power of attorney, we use it all the time. Now, if you're using a power of attorney from overseas, scroll up, Tony. It must say, why they usually turn on your power of attorney? Here, so it must say to sell. Those are this, them don't want it. And it must say, belong to me under or by virtue of the Registration of Titles Act, or of which I am now or shall hereafter be the owner under the said act. Also, to mortgage all or any such lands or leases for any sum at any rate. Also to charge the same with any annuity amount. So you have the right to sell, you have the right to mortgage it, which is why I go before an HT. So you sign, say yes, you give them the mortgage. By virtue of this act, Registration of Titles Act. So those of you using power of attorney from overseas, I suggest you don't. Use this power of attorney on the NHT's website, right? So that you're covered. Get 3 copies of the power of attorney, 3 copies of your ID, 3 copies of your TRN. You also take in the documents. So Shelly, when your husband do that, you get a document. Take it to the stamp office downtown on the road name Harbor Street. Take it there, so. Them give you back. What's one there? You can't wait for it, I think.
You can wait for it.
You can wait for it. Just wait for it. Then walk it up onto Duke Street to RGD. You need there's about 4,005. Now them have different, so you can get a rush, which is what, 3 days? Next day. You can get, so you can get next day, or you can get 3 days, or 5 days, or 7 days, something like that. You decide what you want. When that happens, now you're going to pick up the document and you're going to take it to the titles office downtown. Get it stamped. They're going to put a number behind it. I wish I had one to show you. They're going to stamp a number behind it. So you must do all of that before you present it to the National Housing Trust. All right? And this power of attorney is only the same. Now remember, power of attorney only good if the person alive, everybody. If the person is alive, is the only way the power of attorney is good. If the person is in the departure lounge, and if you're talking about property, you want them to either write a will, and I don't even suggest you wait till that is happening before you do that. Or you add your name to the title. Any more questions?
Yes, definitely.
So Shirley, I hope I answered your question.
Okay.
Need a reliable survey and an affordable architect. Have anyone you can recommend? Yes, KTG. Send me a WhatsApp right now. I'll send it to you. I recommend Elfigo for your survey. You need an architect, affordable.
John Maher says, I have 18,000 square feet of hillside rock in West Great House, Circle, Havendale. Do you think if I spend 10 million to level it, I could build apartments and make a decent profit? Bought the land cash 10 years ago.
To level it. To level it. Are you serious? To level it.
Maybe it's like this.
You can't suppose you can't get a design, a split level design. Have you spoken to an architect? Have you showed the property to an architect? You have your drawings, like a topography survey to show the contour of the lands. Speak to an architect if it's possible to get some townhouses. You're probably only going to get 4. That's not a half acre. Oh, I should also tell you, that's in St. Andrew. The St. Andrew Parish Council frowns on lands that are hillside lands that are not a minimum of 2 acres or more for development. And if it is flat land, half acre should be sufficient. So your 2 acres, if you're in Jamaica, are you in Jamaica? If you're in Jamaica, you might want to go down to the St. Andrew Parish Council or call in there, find a planner, have a conversation, tell them that is hillside land, tell them that is 18,000 square feet, tell them where it is, ask them if it is possible to do the subdivision on it. Them front on land that is hillside land, them like them want to have more space.
But if he levels it, would it now be flat land?
Why? Would I prefer go buy one piece of flat land? I don't spend 10 million for level up flat land. Let's level
but
land.
Where are you gonna find flat land in St. Andrew for 10 million?
I can't find it, man. So many areas are
10 million
on the Belvedere side or yeah, look, I might find it, man. But you'll spend 10 million just to level the land. Maybe you should have spent 10 million build some retaining wall or retain the land and get it to a level, get it how you want it. You know, I'm gonna spend 10 million and level the land. It's just like a waste. You know, they block it. And you don't even apply for the subdivision yet. No man, talk to a planner inside a KCC.
Al-Marie wants to know, how can I get a second house to buy? I already got one from NHT.
You can buy a second house from the open market. You can't buy one from NHT. NHT not going to sell you no more house or give you any more loan.
But if you have a good salary, you can get pre-qualified for a loan.
A loan from another company. Did you put in the Jamaica National Link?
I did.
So if you have a good salary, if your debt service rate, not even a good salary, if your debt service ratio is not yet at 50%, then yes, you can explore another loan from another bank to buy another property. I would like to text you for the form, power of attorney form, please. Yeah, you can text me, Shelley. 876-292-6776. What's your number, Tony? Which number are you using now?
771-6869. Staffy says, how likely is it that the maintenance fee in the scheme will go up? Do residents have a say? I know Richmond has been at 10,000 for years, which is good.
Residents do have a say, but most residents are not there to vote. And in those gated, a lot of persons, I would say at least 20% no payment, them don't pay them maintenance.
So it doesn't matter if it goes up or down for them.
So because they don't pay their maintenance, who is paying is left with this bag to carry.
Yeah, because the security still has to get paid.
Yeah.
The verges still have to be cut.
Richmond may be forced to raise. The good thing about Richmond is that their electricity is powered by solar. So then they're not going hurt from the fluctuation with the dollar and the rise in the Jamaica public service electricity bill, which a lot of us are suffering from that now. Because when the dollar goes and the oil goes and everything, the bill goes up. But yes, we do have a likelihood of getting a raise. On average, I've seen them raise those things like every 5 years on average. So for the most part, strata fees also is not a profit-making thing. You're not supposed to be making any profit from strata management fees, right? Usually an in and out fee. So they do try to keep it at a low.
Violet Simpson, Claudia and Tony forgot my question earlier in the chat.
You want to repost it, Violet?
Right, post it now. Since we're right here, we can just look at it.
John said so. And then
we answered that already.
Maxine. Or NHU website now. I took it down.
That way.
I believe the government land. I believe the government land those apartments are built on. It's too much money for those apartments.
That was the NHT.
NHT? No, Marcia, it's not too much money. Suppose somebody else had built it too, and it was not the NHT. Then you wouldn't be saying that. It's only because it's the NHT why you're saying that. But at the same time, I don't know if it's fair to subsidize. How many apartments are in there? 40? Is it fair to subsidize only 40 persons so them can get a cheap apartment and then them turn around and sell it back for how much millions? Is that fair to the rest of us? Or maybe even to you? I don't think that's fair. Remember, you have to think about the greater good. That's how I look at it.
It's only fair if you are getting one of those apartments.
Yeah, it's only fair if me I get one, right? But remember, you have contributors from all over the world. All over Jamaica contributing. They want a benefit too. I don't know if it's fair to subsidize a few. And then guess who will get that stuff? You really think me and you will get one of them then? So them bring on them apartment for 10 million. What are the chances?
Like even if you're on the list.
Yeah, what are the chances?
And you're contributing for 15 years.
Yeah, what are the chances of us getting one of them? My God, I can't tell you.
It's only 40 of them.
Yeah, I don't know how much it is. I'm just throwing out a number. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, Denise says, greetings, my sister. We no longer call folks the lower class of society. We call them marginalized groups.
You don't even like that word.
That doesn't even sound better.
That does sound no better. How is that better? Why are they, what the word? What does marginalized mean? If they are, why are they marginalized? Quite frankly, meaning. So it means treat a person, group, or concept as insignificant or peripheral.
That's worse.
That's worse.
At least if I'm lower class and it's on a ladder and I can go lower, middle, upper, there is way for me to get up the ladder. If I'm already marginalized, there's no movement for me because I'm already negligent.
Yeah. Marginalized populations are groups and communities that experience discrimination and exclusion, social, political, and economic, because of unequal power relationships across economic, political, social, and cultural dimensions. That's not Jamaica. Marginalized populations are groups and communities that experience discrimination and exclusion, social, political, and economical. They are not excluded politically. Everybody have a vote here. Economically, they're also not excluded because they have an equal opportunity to apply for any middle class job, any bank job, any one of these. You have an equal opportunity. And socially, in Jamaica, you're not blocked from going anywhere. If you think you can't pay the money for go up on the yacht, you can't pay your money and go up on the yacht. If you think you can go live up in a Vale Royal, them charge how much million? Well, Vale Royal is for the Prime Minister. I just use Vale Royal as an example, but it's for the Prime Minister. But if you think you can afford, you have the money, and you can go into a community for how much millions of Jamaican dollars, you're not excluded. You pay money in.
Oh, somebody says now the best to say low socio-economic status.
Right,
yes, I like
that sounds better. That sounds better. Because of unequal power relations across economic, political, social, and cultural dimensions. That's not Jamaica.
All right, Violet's question came up. I'm purchasing a split-level home from HAJ Cash. Would I get my keys and title together?
Yes.
I hear stories about HAJ sending titles for cash buyers in error to NHT, which has nothing to do with the case.
Yeah, but you will get it back. If them send it in error, it's not something difficult for them to retrieve.
She says, just made the down payment, no sales agreement yet.
Okay. I think you're buying, it's a split level, that means you're buying the Montego Bay one.
Edmond Ridge.
Edmond Ridge. Congratulations
on taking action.
Yeah, taking action. Congrats, Violet, on taking action. Was it my video you saw it took action? Good. One more person going to get a key soon. All right, let's look at this. Say low socioeconomic status. Boy, I tell you, in Jamaica, you have a chance to equalize. And that's why I love this country so much. This country allows you to equalize. But a lot of persons not paying attention. So I went to a school in the ghetto, Central Branch Primary. Lived in the ghetto too. Jonestown. Living quite I live in a couple ghettos. I have Trenchtown under my belt. Maxfield, bottom. I have Jonestown under my belt. I have Bay Farm. I want to say Bay Farm. I'm a ghetto too. Which other ghetto am I living in? Waterhouse ghetto, which is Bay Farm. That's the one that I found enough gunshot. So I have some of them under my belt. But I say, you have a chance to equalize. You have a chance to equalize because Michael Manley gave us a chance to equalize when he brought about free education. And he said, listen, if the picnic can pass the exam, give them a scholarship, call it at the time a government scholarship.
Still call it.
Give them a government scholarship, let them go to these schools, and from there, them can launch themselves with their education. So in Jamaica, you have a chance to equalize. So even if you're born back a cow, as my friend, as my subscriber friend say, you still have a chance to go to a government school where, and when I was at Central Branch, they gave us free uniform, free book, free nice and enough milk, and I get a little chipped. No, that was Woolman's. When I went to Woolman's, my mother got a little chipped. And I went to the canteen and I could get my box drink and my patty.
We still have that.
And when I went to Woolman's too, we also had, we got free books. We also had, when the other students were leaving school, they left their uniforms. So you have that opportunity to get one of them uniforms.
We have that too.
We still have that, yeah. So you have a chance, plus now we have part of our kind of stuff. You have a chance to equalize still. And even to get on to, I didn't step into a university until I was 30. After I had Tony at 17 and Rachel at 28. I went on a scholarship. So you still have a chance to equalize.
I think the problem with the low socioeconomic status people is that they don't take the education serious from day one.
That's the problem.
They're trying to take the education serious after they reach 19 and 20. When you should have taken it serious the first 18 years.
Yes, and the parents are to be blamed for this. Because your child is in this government school free according to you, and you're not paying no attention to the people. So therefore, remember, in Jamaica, you have a chance to equalize. You do have that chance and opportunity. I think you have more of that chance more than anywhere else in the world, quite frankly, with all of the systems and things that you can do here. And the free education is what allows us to be able to equalize. But as Tonian says,
maybe you just pulled it down.
Well, I don't hear Xander scream. Rachel? No, check.
1 moment.
1 moment. So you do have a chance to equalize. And somebody says, out of many we are one, education is a new currency. Yes, it has always been the currency. Michael Manley knew that from start. It's the currency of the poor. So if you're born poor or marginalized or next term, low socioeconomic. So if you're born in lower socioeconomic, you don't have no choice in how you're born, right? But you do have the opportunity to make some good choices and to pull yourself out of the group. In Jamaica, we can move from lower to middle to upper. You can also jump down to upper, come right down to lower. Right?
But Profile teaches you that when you watch from Profile, they're all coming out from the ghetto and back a bush or wherever.
Yeah. So you have
to get themselves up.
This country more than ever, you have a chance to equalize that and to step past it to a move to the next level. What is a split level? So a split level is a house, and usually on a hillside. One is below the road usually. One floor is below the road, and then the other 2 floors or the other floor is above the road. That's usually what it is. So I like this term. Education is a new currency. I don't think it is a new currency, but it is the currency from education coming. It is the currency from time immemorial. The people who could read and write had an advantage over those who couldn't read and write. Mm-hmm. That's true. Long time. So the people who could have, like when I was in Jonestown, I could have read up a star because my mother every evening said, Claudia, come read for me, come read for me. So before you know it, I read out of the star, she bring the star come. I read Love Lord, Dear Pastor, all kind of something out of the star for everybody in the yard. So yes,
Love Lord.
Love Lord, people are right about, Dear Pastor, we meet this month. And the man tell me, say, him love me. And then him gonna leave me. Yes, dear Lord, Lord. But these root vent apartments, the NHT will finance 100%. The first 15 million at NHT subsidized rate 4% or less. And the rest of the funding, 12.7 or 20 million. The case minimal, a lending rate of 7%. Not bad. The banks are at 6.5%. So, and to get this money, you must qualify. So can you imagine them people are qualified plus them get low interest rate on top of it and them get a windfall and them get it cheap too? I said, no, you have to pay for it. Because you call Miss Davis both for selling for 40 million. Then if you sell for 10 million, you call Miss Davis 2 years on. Miss Davis sell this to me 40 million.
That's an unfair advantage.
Unfair advantage. No, that's what you call unfair advantage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hi ladies, Claudia Bowen. I live overseas, but would like to know how can I get a house through NHT?
You live overseas. If you never contributed, you can contribute to National Housing Trust for 2 years minimum. And you're qualified, then qualify for a maximum loan of 6.5%. How you do that? NHT website not working today, but go onto the NHT website and you're going to type in something like voluntary contributions. So people contributing from overseas, your contribution is called a voluntary contribution. People like me, Antonia, who are self-employed, ours is called self-employed contributions. Those of you who are employed, that's a salaried contribution.
Shelly Ann Jones says, thank you so much. I would like to text you for the form, power of attorney, please. Yes, you can text her. WhatsApp 876-292-6776. Humphrey says, I bought my mother's house, including paying what she owed NHT. How do I go about getting my name on the title? You haven't bought it yet. Eh?
Yeah.
I bought my
you
mother's
didn't sign
house,
up a sale agreement,
including paying what she owed NHT. How do I go about getting my name on the title?
So you just gave her the money then, and pay NHT. Oh, you never do a. No, you must do a transfer. You must do a. You never did a sale agreement with the NLA website. You never did a transfer. Where did I see one of those transfers the other day, man? Look it up in my email. Not the IMAP, there's NLA.
Share the screen.
All right, so you can do a transfer document from your mother to you. You're gonna want it stamped.
Click on the first link.
Is it the first one? Here are all the forms. The National Land Agency, when you go to here, you're looking for the form, the transfer land or application for transfer. See it here? And like this.
That looks familiar though. Is that one we filled out when we were doing Newport?
No, not this. This is not it. The transfer of land. I think that, hold on.
Is this on?
No. Look for one. Or you contact a lawyer. We can give you can put sharing with you. See it here. This is it. So if you feel adventurous, you can fill in this form. In the matter of land that, you put the volume there, the folio there. Them kind of tell you right here, so circle it. Right here, so in the left, what you are to put. So you can go it alone if you want first. Remember, you need notarized ID and TRN. Joint tenants, tenants in common, other, maybe others. You alone going on it. You just go through this form, fill it out, notarize it, get it into the title's office. If you never fill out something right, they go and bounce it.
You all have the title in your possession already.
She should, because he said he paid out NHT. So NHT would have released it. NHT is also to release their mortgage, you hear? Remember, so NHT must give you a release for the mortgage, and you can also register the release when you're doing the transfer. If you don't want all of that work, give them the link to Sherry Tony, lawyer. If you don't want to do all of that, you can get a lawyer. Let's see.
One more question.
No, this says no sale agreement, nothing like that. You can fill out the transfer form, but I think you have to get it stamped. You might need a sale agreement, you know. Does he? I'm kind of stamp the sale agreement. What happened? The government must get 2%, right? So you have to get it, you still have to get it stamped at the stamp office and pay 2% of the sale price.
But if he keeps his mom's name on the title, then he'll pay 50% of that.
Right? Yeah, if you keep your mom's name. So you can also just add your name to the title. So if anything happens to you, it revert back to your mom. And that way you only pay half the transfer tax. So I have a question here. Do you foresee mortgage rates dropping below 6.5 anytime soon in the coming months? Of course, why not? Competition, right? By the time Mr. JN drop, Mrs. Scotia drop, Mr. NCB drop, and I saw them a quarrel over them one another for the few little loan them were out there.
I know, because COVID, not a lot of people.
Yeah, because of COVID, the banks would have lost money, remember? They would have lost some sales because of COVID, and we're 2 years in, right? So they have to make, remember, the bank have them target, and they don't make money, they don't give loans. So of course they're gonna compete. I know Jamaica National is very aggressive in the markets. They're probably the only lenders who are aggressive. I think Scotia trying to follow them, but Jamaica National very aggressive in the market. And you know, say as soon as them drop it, me telling them. So right now they're giving 6.5%, 100% financing, guys. You can't miss the deal again. And what was the other thing? You have up to 870 to repay the mortgage. All right. Can someone pay up the 2-year lump sum contributions to qualify for the NHT from NHT, or one has to go through the 2 years? No, you have to go through the 2 years, Violet. NASA. Men say NASA, I need help. All right, so it's a Richards and Richards number there. That's a jot form. Just in the comment section, just tell them what you want. Though. Henry, a bit off topic. Can anyone tell me no if NHT form a part of your deposit? No. Only unless you're using contribution refund towards deposit. So you need 5% deposit usually because NHT is giving you 95% as financing. Now up to 6.5 million. So if your 95% is more than 6.5 million, you're still only getting 6.5 million. However, NHT have something named contribution refund towards deposit, guys. Not regular contribution. It's called contribution refund towards deposit. So this is where the National Housing Trust will give you back all your contributions, up to 2 years before you apply. So we're now in 2021, they'll give you all your contributions up to 2019. This is all contributions that you made from start that you don't get back yet, up to 2019 to use as part of your deposit. Now, me know this long time, I'm telling us it's one of my clients. Boy, I tell us I have a list to a client. I had this young lady, she's a hairdresser. She came to me and she wanted to buy a Portmore house that I was selling at the time for 4.8. I tell you, say, when people have ambition, is a hell of a thing. She don't have no money. And that young lady search and she go in it and she find out that she could have get back her contributions and use as part of the deposit. And she came to me with a form. I said, NHT give her money for the deposit. And then when we decide to work with her, I send her to lie. I have a problem to call the first. We are hear about this. Anyway, I call NHT and them say, yes, something goes on. I work with her, get the form, fill it in, do the things that my NHT says where to do. We did that. And she got the contribution refund to use as part of her deposit.
Yeah, those first couple of weeks of doing that was so complicated.
Complicated, man. But now it's easy for us because we know it, 1, 2, 3. And that's how we're able to. So I'm giving away one of our secrets. That's one of the things that we use to allow people to get a property as well, right? We work with them to get access to their contribution refund towards deposit.
And some persons have a good chunk of money there.
Yeah, man. We have one client get 350,000, man.
No, we had another client with 600
and something thousand that used to get the loan, to get as part of the deposit. So that's one of the things that we use as realtors. Can we really work with people to get this money, and get them this 5%? I mean, we want them to get the property. Because remember, I tell you, 100 key and 100 hands. So we have to find creative ways to get it done. So when you write to the National Housing Trust asking about your contribution refund, you're to ask, how much contribution refund towards deposit? You must add that to it. Don't just say contribution refund. Because contribution refund amount give up to 7 years in the back. So then reach 13 now? Or could be 2014. 7 years in the back. But if it's contribution refund towards deposit, then they'll give you up to 2019, everybody.
Staffy says, no, Brittany Green says, sometimes when I look on the real estate site, you see under offer. What does that mean?
It means somebody has already put in an offer. And it has been signed off on as well. So it goes on to contract. Somebody has now gotten your sale agreement and they're signing it.
Staff, it says maintenance fee should be linked to forfeiture. If you don't pay, you lose your property, as it's not fair for those who do and have to carry the burden.
It is linked to it. They can take it to court and the court gives them the place. And them sell it and pay the maintenance and give you the rest. It is linked to it. But I think part of the reason why it's not enforced, or they do have a difficulty, a lot of these strata corporations are manned and managed by the same persons who own property in the scheme.
We've seen where they've taken the property, rented it for a period to cover the maintenance,
right,
and then hand back the property.
So they're compromised in this because it could be their neighbor or their friend who's not paying the maintenance. Mm-hmm. And you're sitting on a committee that is going to take away this person's property.
And you have to decide whether to put the good friend who always bring you bun and cheese that Easter out of their house. It's a tough spot to be in.
So that's part of the challenge there. But the law is there, and if you can go onto the real estate board website, Steffi, they have a strata section, I think. You can read up on what's there. And we do have a strata act as well. We should probably cover that next week. There's also a law that governs strata.
Henrik says, thanks, that made it clear as I just got my letter from NHT. Congrats, Kendrick. That's the first step forward.
What letter from NHT?
NHT, eligibility letter.
Oh, so he wants a contribution refund towards deposit?
I guess he's going to ask for that.
Ask for that? No, yeah. Contribution refund towards deposit. Ask them how much you have. So you can rely on that and know so that is part of the deposit. You can also use it for closing costs, lawyer's fee, not just deposit. So if it is you have made a deposit already and you're still struggling to find the lawyer fee or the closing costs, you can use that.
Or if it is so that you don't have any money but you have a good salary that can manage the NHT loan, plus you can apply to Edicom for that, what is it, 850,000?
Yeah. How long should caveat title search take? Second.
Yeah, when you're purchasing a title online from the National Land Agency, it will tell you if there is a caveat attached to this title, and you can purchase each caveat as well.
Let's go on later and show them. All right. We need the map. We get the map from here.
It's at the front. So
back. Oh, I'm not sharing the screen. I want to share. So you go to the National Land. You can search. You can get this caveat yourself. Go to the National Land Agency website. You're going to go to the IMAP.
How are you going to find a title of caveat?
No, you just show them where the caveat is. No, we have downloaded some recently with caveat on it. So you go. So you're in the map now. So you go search parcel. Do I have a one in my phone? Give me a scheme address. Any scheme. 10 Mona Road. You search for the parcel. Mona. Let me see if there's such a thing as 10 Mona Road.
I think we clicked the wrong button. We should have clicked street address.
Street address, all right. 10 Mona Road. So scheme is usually like a scheme, like, give me an next thing. 70 Mona Road. There was 70? Mona Road, a short road doing it. Give me a scheme. Let's go with 10 Tripoli, which is a scheme. Hold on.
That's how you search Tripoli?
So when it comes up, so this is it. Oh, give me 210 Tripoli. All right. So valuation number, that's the volume of folio. That's the size of the property. Runaway, it's a runaway decent. And you got to buy. But if this property has a caveat, this one don't have one. It will show you. So you can buy, if you buy the title, you click here. You buy the valuation rule report, you click here. You need one with that caveat.
Oh, I think I can find one. One moment. Okay, go to 1334.
Click that. Type that in. 1334.
612.
You're gonna select volume of folio, and this is it. 1334 612. You go search. When this new screen pops up, you click buy. As long as you're buying the caveat, here it is. So this one has a caveat card. So you click here. You go to
Add to cart.
I don't want to add to cart. It's gonna take you to our account.
Right.
But you go to add to cart and then you buy the caveat and you will see what the caveat is about. So we got one the other day. We had to buy one and it says it's about a sale agreement. So apparently this person was in agreement with a sale agreement with the owner. Something went wrong and the person decided to put a caveat on the property.
Right. Sometimes so the caveat can be GPS.
Yeah, it can be GPS have caveat over everybody land so that they can put power lines or whatever, right? But not to worry, they don't usually come in and just drop power lines unless it's existing for years upon years.
Okay, question, adventurous movie. Can someone pay everything at once as a self-employed person?
No, they can't.
Okay. You can pay everything one time, like at the start of January, pay the entire year and then wait the year.
But you have to wait. That's what she wants to know.
Okay. Out of many, no friendship when you have to protect your investment. Here are the states. We put alien on the property for non-payment of association fees.
Yeah. That's what should not mirror to. They have the power to do it, they just don't for the most part. But they can do it. And them can lodge caveat, them can send the place, and like Tony said, them can command the place. So I've known one strata who commandeer the place and rent it out, collect the strata fees, and then hand it over back to the owner. So they can.
All right, good evening, Miss Claudia. I am late. What am I missing? Janet Gordon. Hi, welcome.
Janet, you miss so much. You miss power of attorney. Just talk about caveat. Whatever talk about. Education is a new currency. I'm saying it has always been the currency for poor people. Poor people run down dollars and cents. That's not what you must run down.
Yeah, but I think there was a point where they didn't educate poor people.
Yeah, so. But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. It is the currency from, when did we start having education? Well, Jamaica young still, but I would say from Mandy came in the 70s. So we started having serious push towards education because he recognized that we were not, as blacks, we were not getting the jobs because we never educated beyond 6th standard or grade 6. And that's when he made the push for us to be educated.
Would you say, is it harder now to get out of poverty than it was then?
No, sir.
You think the same opportunities exist?
More opportunities exist.
More opportunities.
And it's easier to get out of poverty.
You just have to pass your, what's it called, GSAT.
You just have to pay attention to gaining education and knowledge. 3 things. Education, knowledge, and skills. Those 3. And if you have all 3 combined, you will pull out quick too. Education, knowledge, and skills. But I think, and a part of our problem too, our people are so disjointed. So you'll have somebody come like maybe Xander now come and him at the bright spark of the family. Right? And we spend all this money on Xander, send him go to good school, buy him good book, send him way up to university to do this and that, and then Xander walk away. Him don't help him granny, him don't help him auntie, him don't help him mother and father.
When he knows we're relying on it.
Right. When he could have pulled us out of poverty. You understand? Because he had the backing of a family unit who make sure him go to school and him do homework and put all this effort into Xander. Right? And yet, and walk away. I think we suffer from that too, as families in Jamaica. The Creator in His wisdom always send one. We can't pull out the family out of the doldrum.
Yeah, there's
usually one who is there. One who come with the brain. One who come with the skills. One who come with the ambition. Who can pull the family out of the poverty. But they walk away. And the other flip coin to that too. Not only sometimes they walk away. They're forced to walk away. Because the rest of the family turn crab in a barrel upon them.
I think that's boring though. I think that's it.
Yeah, the rest of the family turn like Taliban upon the people. And them can't survive.
Yeah. Them sometimes they take out their parents, but they leave the siblings.
They leave the siblings, yeah. Take out the parents and leave the siblings. Because the siblings are backbite and undermine and do all kind of things when they're not supposed to do. Like sell out them things when them send them come here to build them house.
Yeah.
You understand? So we have that problem as a people. One of the things I always say is, when I was younger, I used to listen to them. I have a whole heap of Nancy story. Listen to the one of them come and read now. Plus, we used to listen to Miss Lou and everybody. them and Nancy story led to a part of our culture we just need to go in and the boat in the dumpster, man. And stop talk about Anansi story. Every Anansi story, the Anansi I try some fight somebody.
I remember the one with the porridge, the hot porridge.
Yeah, I try.
And as he put his own out in the sun.
Yeah, come on.
Put the other one on the hot fire.
Yeah, I think them Anansi story they need to throw it on the video now.
It's a huge part of our culture, though.
Yeah, but that's one part of the culture I think we should have thrown away.
But I think it's a part of our culture we could have done better with.
You could have done better with it.
Because it shows that Jamaican
some resourcefulness with Jamaican Anansi. It shows that. It shows the thinking, how the Anansi is thinking. So there could have been more effort in the school to dissect that kind of a story and to bring out different parts of the story that is happening.
And creative thinking and problem solving techniques in our children.
Right. Marvin says we need a serious culture shift. Yes. We do spend, so when I was coming up and I had Tony and at 17, one of the things I always said to myself, I said, something, I go 5 level me to get this pick me up to get more than 5 levels. Yeah, I'm gonna do everything to get more than 5 levels. I'm not telling a lie, but send you go extra lesson. Make sure I'm there in the evening for there with you when you have to come and enter come and say you have to get in a good high school. Send you go Mr. Abraham, send you go yes, send you go this so make sure you get it, right? And you end up with a 7. When I have Rachel now, I say, Rachel have me and Tony, and so she must get more than 7. So Rachel ended up getting, I think it was 10 at the CX. Now CX name still 10 CXC. And she managed to go on to A levels. Now Tony and I didn't go on to A levels. But Rachel went on to the A levels, right? I did do a degree when I was 30, but I aimed to get Tony into the university before we get too much. And I also aimed to get Rachel through it too early. And Rachel did go on and get a first class honors. Now Zanda is here and I'm saying, listen man, with me, Tony and Rachel.
And his dad.
There is no way that he's supposed to come and
turn crab.
With all of that foundation that has been laid, all of that, not only educational foundation in the 3 of us, with all of between the 3 of us, we have how much degree we have? Between the 3 of us, we have 4 degrees between the 3 of us. Right? Rachel have civil, Tony have law. I have a human resource degree,
and I have an education.
And Tony have an education degree. So what would that cause now for Xander come turn Croft Pound, Somebody would have to turn them back.
He's gonna be one of those generation who want to travel the world and be a YouTube star.
Right.
With no schooling.
But if he's a YouTube star, he still has a great foundation in us. He has that. And from there, you can launch. Now I say you have more opportunity in this era than any other era. We don't know what in front of we.
I know, but
we know what they're behind we. And we know say back in the day, I remember I paid somebody to turn on a computer. I borrowed the money from the credit union to buy the computer.
I remember.
You remember?
I remember.
Yeah, you and Rachel just born. Borrow the money. I'm gonna pay somebody to come turn it on.
I remember that. I was like, wow. I know I pull down my computer like all the time.
So I can pull that down, don't do everything. So this is what I'm saying. In the family, you have to build on the knowledge that is already existing in your family. You can't walk away. And then what has happened to? I'll tell you. A young lady called me. Her grandmother and grandfather owned a property in a good neighborhood. Her mother walked away from the property. Walk away and go suffer a country. Now, what did that mother do now? She blighted her own child's future by walking away, leaving her inheritance. Not only did she walk away and leave her inheritance, she walked away and left the knowledge, the wisdom, and the strength of the grandparents. The foundation that has already been built, you walk away. And you have to now go and start over. Now that is what would happen to Rachel and Tony, and if them decide to walk away. They would have walked away and left a wealth of knowledge, asset base, education, wisdom, you name it. They would have walked away and left that and not been able to benefit. So it's just like when you have a storm. No, Jamaicans we have storm part now. We're not supposed to run from hurricane and storm. We know exactly what to do. Every year one a little liquid, right? But when we had the storm in the 50s, 51 storm, I think that's some mother they call it, 51 storm. We never had a storm again till 1988. So we were in culture shock because the people who got through 51 storm did migrate and go and leave with. Them never given a knowledge about storm. So when the storm blow, I will come out next morning, everybody I look at the tree and sit them at the downpour and we don't know what to do. No, when a storm lick, boom, 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 we're out there, we're clearing it, we know exactly what to do. We know what to do to prepare.
Everybody gets up and clear the trees and
everything. Right. So therefore, you can't walk away and leave the wealth of knowledge. And I think you talk about marginalized groups, you talk about, what's another term? Low socioeconomic. By now, within that 2021, by now, in Jamaica, we shouldn't have families who in a low socioeconomic group. Why am I saying this? We have had 50 years, so we have had 5 generations. How old is Jamaica now? 55? Something like that. Somebody put in that chat how old will be now. We have had 55 years. We have had 5 generations. 5 generations.
I know, like our family looks like it's getting a little bit better throughout the years.
Our family, of course, we have gotten better throughout the years. So thank you, grandmother.
Thanks, Grandma.
Yeah, exactly. Because
I worked hard.
I work hard. I started from nothing. And I work hard because me personally.
But Grandma gave you a good foundation too.
Yeah, she taught me how to read. And my father taught me how to add a subtract in my head. So even though it was bad on some forms, but he ran a beef shop and a bar. And I was in the bar like that.
Your mom gave you good lessons when you were growing up
she
about
gave me,
family and sticking
together. She gave me good foundational lessons, right? So even though she did both go to America, by the time I reached 12, I already could have got market, could have do this, could have do that. She gave me those, could have maneuvered the streets, right? And my father, he was in the market selling and then I go with him and I learned that too, right? So I learned on the streets. So I'm saying, if we stick together as families, everybody, it's important that you stick together as families. The rich families in this world stick together. You know, see them a walk or left them inheritance, walk or left them poor people, not them old people. Them sit at them feet and them learn. Them soak up the knowledge and the information and what you must do. You go, we send you go school. We send you go good school. So like Tony and she go school. She learned some social media. She learned some editing. She learned marketing. She learned, what did she learn? Photography. She learned some law. She learned education. She learned all about things. Me to do the same. Rachel do the same. You use that knowledge, that skill, that education. She do plumbing too, which is why she can't fit style them now. We don't have to call her plumber. But you use that education, guys. You use the skill. You use the knowledge. You use the wisdom from your family members around you. The people you grew up with, stay at them feet and you learn and you build on it. So mama come and she could have built a boathouse. The first house when I remember when I joined army and I come back was my grandmother's house as a boathouse. I give that woman money and she built it up into a block house, one room with bathroom and kitchen. Build it up. She was on family land. So you come back, you help and you build up your family land. Not your family land, your family house. You help. You don't walk away, right? But we walk away. And sometimes we have to walk away. Because our very own family, Jamaica is 56 years old. Great, Nicole, thanks. And I'm 55. Our own family members, them turn crab in a barrel. Them want to draw we down. Them not realize, say, not draw we down. We are come out of the barrel, man. When we are come out of the barrel now, and we can come out together. We can pull you out. And never forget when I was in the army, we did the obstacle course. In this obstacle course, I have to scale a 10-foot wall. No, people like me, we are 5'4", now I go over the wall. So. Me can't run up to the wall and scale it. But you see the man with 6 foot? No, there's a wall in front of you. But this is an obstacle course. You're going to get over that wall by assistance. The man who is tall in the group, him going to go up there and put up his man up there and pull himself to the top. And then he pull you up. And you pull up, you keep pulling up people till everybody scale the wall. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. And the thing is, and I learned a lot of the teamwork from being in the army too, right? So you're trying not to leave nobody behind. When you need to develop that culture down on the family, you don't leave people behind. Even if them come and them slow learn and them can do this and there's something them can do for the family. That's what the Chinese do. If the other man can do a sweep of the wholesale and take out the garbage, that time work, and him do a good job. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And it helps the rest of the family. So like Tony, Rachel will wash the clothes. No Tony iron it because through my hand with my arthritis problem and I'm not really iron again. But I used to be the one who irons. Rachel washes, I'll iron, and Tony cleans the house. The minute Tony not clean the house, everybody miserable. And the minute Rachel not wash the clothes, everybody miserable. Because we rely on these things from our family members, everybody. Now Alexander him wake up at 5 and he relies on me too now because I wake up at that same time with him. Them two we are sleeping at them bed. So it is me and Xander waking up at 5 and he's relying on me to come, grandma, take him out of his crib, keep him company, talk to him for the period when his mother and his auntie rustling up. So we rely on each other. Don't leave people behind because when it comes down to it, you see, at my age, you're now 55. Even though amount of house where you have a car and you have this and you have business and all of that, boil down to the people around you. Yeah. Boil down to who you have around you. If you don't have people around you who are going to lift and who are going to help you with a boat there, so you have a boat a row, you alone a row. Trust me. You put Rachel, Tony, and Xander in it, and them grab a oar and them start to row.
Even though the boat is heavier, it's still gonna move fast.
Yeah, life simple. Life is easy, right? But we are not working together. Like I have a brother to everyone, and we work together. Get this done. Do this. Get this done. Listen to me. I say we have to do this. Yes, Claudia, we have to do that. I call him and say everything I feel will not come pick me up. And come and dead it. You understand? So we have to work together because at the end of the day, no matter what you have, without the people around you, the structure of the people around you.
And not only that, too, even though we're all working together, you need to play your position.
Yes, play a part. Play your part. You must be, if all you can do is wash your plate then, if all you can do is take out the garbage, or you can wake up everybody at morning time and make them breakfast. If that is all you can do it. Do it to the best of your ability. And the other thing is that we have to understand that everybody comes with different skills, different skill levels, different ability levels, right? Like me is a talker in my family. So if something happen, my daughter them want to talk to the teacher, them want something, them want mom, come with me. I know I'm here to talk. Because them not gonna talk. So just like we know when them do something at school and them teacher you call me, say, yeah man, me have to defend my pitney, me not gonna stand up in front of the teacher and chastise the pitney. And me alone there from my pitney side. Everybody else I want to chastise the pitney and me I go, no, you have to understand that. So you have to support and you have to be there for the people who are there to support you. Right? Because you're only as good as your support structure. Remember saying you're good as your weakest link. You're only as good as the support structure that you have. So like me, I couldn't all of this without the support of my children, my brother who is also online. As a matter of fact, my niece is now to teaching about real estate. So you have to have a good support system, and that support system is something that you have to build. So whoever come as the leader, let me tell you something now. Everybody can be the leader. So all I know and jump up and no one leader, no leader, no follower. Just follow the leader. Right? When something happen, I will call a family meeting and the whole on jump about no leader. Who is a follower? Just follow what the leader said. Right? And you all know who is the leader. From a picnic little, you know if they're gonna be leader or not.
You do.
You do. Like my mother know I was a leader, so she trained me. You know that, right? So I want you to follow the leader. Do what it is that you're supposed to do. Be a good foot soldier. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong.
But you know, in some families, you have one person who's working, and that person has to get up, do the laundry, make the breakfast, and still go work a daytime and come back and do it all over
and
again.
come back home and look for the people them sit on in the dirty house.
The whole day.
No, not even like a tea. Them can't even make like a tea for you. Nothing. Come on. You know, most of when somebody ever brought down.
Exactly.
Eh? No. So even the young men coming up now, you know, you must help. You know, school is out and so you must help. Mama, come home now. When we can make fair, I make some chicken in the fridge. Call her, Mama. You want me to make the chicken dinner? Yes. Yeah, man, go ahead, son. You make it, you come, you make you feel good. You clean, keep the house clean. You carry your friend, them come sit down and room and set it dirty up. Protect your assets so you have in your house. Protect it. That's what you do. You don't allow your friends to come over there and destroy what your mother is working or your father working so hard for. That is how you are going to pull yourself up. Now remember, if it is that the leader have the brains and the skill and the power, can buy one house, one big house, 2 house, 3 house, 4, right? And you may not have the ability and the skill. Listen, there is nothing wrong with you protecting the people them asset and you make sure you have your room and your this, because guess what? At the end of the day, them are gonna need you. Exactly.
So after doing all those years of
hard work
and
whatever, you stick beside your brother. So you see, you have a brother who boy look powerful, you know. I'm look powerful like a Bolt and a Shelly, and I powerful like Tony and me. You stick to them. You stick to them. You know what them people that hurt them.
You be a good entourage.
Yeah, you be a good foot soldier, just like how you say. I'm gonna go, tough guy, you know. I don't. I step in at the studio, you know, man. What? Fella, I don't. We say, yeah, them people I know it. Them are the foot soldier, but them know say him are the power. And guess what? You see me follow the power, some of that power they will drop off on me. That's it. Some of the knowledge, the wisdom is going to fall on you guys. That's how it is.
Some people cut off the golden goose and suffer themselves.
Suffer themselves. How you do that? How you kill the goose? How you kill the goose? Well, lay the golden egg. You cannot do that. Not if you want to survive. Right? Not if you want to survive. So, as much as we talk about low socioeconomic group, we don't have to be that way. You show me a man who poor, he either lazy or have no family structure around him. Him do something and them kick him out. Him do something and them ostracize him. Excommunicate him, as my daughter father would have said. You're excommunicated. Right? Him do something and them just walk well left that and them kick him out or something. So you have children, you have husbands, you have boyfriends, you have baby fathers, baby mothers. You have to
organize.
You have to organize. If you're the leader, if you're not the leader,
ask the leader what to do.
Yes. Look at what
make
you
yourself available.
Yeah, look at what you can contribute. Don't sit down there and criticize. And another thing I don't have to try though. The leader will come and say, you know, say, we think we should have opened a patty shop and start selling some tasty patty. The first thing out of your mouth. So where will I get the money from?
Before you say, I will be the one to collect the money or I will be the one to go and get the patty from the store.
Yes.
Just say what you going to do.
No, say what it is you can contribute. And stop about this. So what? So which part will I get at the location? Me no boy, me no see how that I can work, you know. Me no see how that I can work. I saw no go on. Stop it. Stop it. Listen to the suggestion. Think now. How we can do this? How can we do this? So instead of you up on the left side, boy, jump up on the right side. How can we do this? All right. Well, I'm going to get some patty for sale. So, we can do this. Yeah, you know, so probably we could have sell to the school putting them. Yeah, and we could have pick it up in the morning now when we have work. And we could have met John pick it up since John now work. And pick it up and drop. Do think. Use your brain. That's how we come out of poverty. We not come out of poverty by not using our brain. All right?
We don't come out of poverty by living on government benefits.
Yes, certainly not. We do not come out of poverty by sitting around waiting on handouts and waiting for somebody to rescue us. No. we rescue ourselves. That's how it is. All right. And ladies, you more than ever sit in a unique place in society. Very unique place.
A powerful place.
A powerful place. I've said to my workmen, I said, let me tell you guys, you're so not going to make it if you don't have a good woman. Tell them that every day. All the time. They come and they complain and say, listen, you with the wrong woman. The minute you dump she and get a good woman under your belt, that's when you are going to see how living figure. Because she are going to take your little quatty and she are going to make that in a millions. And you're going to wonder how she do it. You don't wonder how she do it. Mm-hmm. But she's going to do it. All right? So, ladies, you sit in a unique position. You sit in a position of power. What was this? Bonnie was shooting hoops on the basketball court is where I spent my time. Some guys who were up to no good started cussing, got scared and told me I am moving with my auntie and uncle to Bel Air.
So like Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. This is how my Spanish brothers and sisters and my Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Italian family do. They always bring up the rest of the family. Mm-hmm. As one succeeds, we sometimes bring each other down. Yes.
True.
Jamaicans, break yourself out of that. You're going to tell me it's a slavery thing. And yes, true, that's how them train me. But none of we don't know a slave. None of us
and slavery has gone long enough for us to change our mindset.
Yes. None of us sitting here today know a slave. You don't know a slave, and you don't know none of your ancestor who was no slave. You don't. Right?
And you wake up every day free.
Right. You wake up every day free. You just listen to what them talk in a book and this and that. Don't do it. Write your own story. Right? Write your own story. Ladies, you sit in a position of power. You sit in a position of strength. You more than ever have the power within you to turn the family around. You do. Even if you don't have the earning power, even if your husband or baby father, man, whatever, have bigger, stronger earning power than you. I've always dated men with bigger, stronger earning power than me. But them not have my brains. And because I know that I have the power as a woman, you're born with natural powers that the Creator bestow on you. You don't have to walk far to find it. It's already in you. You come with it. You just have to know that you have the power, like how I discovered it. You have to know that you have the power, and you have to use the power wisely. So you don't use the power to bring down your man, bring down your brother or sister. No. You use it to uplift, to enhance, to add to what it is that is coming to the table. Like, what's his name? This comedian, Steve Harvey. I read a Steve Harvey book. I don't remember which one of them say. One only can tell me which book him say.
No, Brittany says, when you're talking, I feel like I can do anything. You can, Brittany.
You can, Brittany.
You can.
As a woman, you can. When he says, the man asks you what you bring to the table. Mm-hmm. You say, you must tell the man, say, you are the table. You are the table. In other words,
you're the foundation.
You're the foundation.
That is gonna put everything on.
Yeah, you are the table that is going to feed the family. You're the table that everybody will sit down around, discussion,
do them homework,
and you build a whole empire from the table. Mm-hmm. That is you.
It's like Joanna Gaines and her husband. She's the table.
She's a table.
She is the table.
Yeah, we watch HGTV. Today we spend the whole morning watching HGTV. So we watch it a lot. But and I watched Joel Osteen this morning too. So, guys, ladies, don't underestimate your power inside of that household. Right? Don't underestimate the power that you have within you. You are the catalyst in the household. You are the beacon, you're the compass, everything revolves around you. So even though you're the man is the head of the household, right? You are the one that can glue this thing together. You understand? You are the one that will be the catalyst for that man to launch an empire. But if you as a woman form the fool inside that house.
Yeah, it's like I always tell this lighthouse story. The man has the ship and he's a sailor and he goes out every day to sea. And as the woman, you're the lighthouse who keeps the light on.
Yes.
If you turn off that light, he's gonna get lost.
He's gonna get lost. You can't find him way back. That's a perfect example, Tony. So ladies, yes, you are that lighthouse that has to guide that man to come back to where he's going to anchor him so that he can launch a whole empire for your family. Right? But if you as a woman farm the fool and talk about, make him go and do what I do.
You have to do that to your sons too.
You're
the first lighthouse.
Yeah, you have to do it for your sons too. So like Xander, there's 3 women in here, but we have to teach him some strong values. You know, like one of the things I'm teaching him now is he's tumbling now because he's walking around and grabbing that. So when he starts to holler,
and he hollers more from the fright than the fall.
Yeah, I mean he's so frightened. When he starts to holler, says, "Aunt, shake it off, baby. Let's go, shake it off." I have to teach him that he has to get out of this flux quickly and move on. You know, go back and play with the toy. Yes, you fall and it may hurt you. You scream, but you go back and you play with it. You conquer it. You learn how to use it so that you don't fall and it don't hurt you, right? So I have to teach him that. Shake it off, Zan. Shake it off. That's like I have to teach him to go up the staircase. So he's not afraid. Can't be afraid of things. Go have to step out and learn. The other day I was teaching him how to kill ants. And his mom says, "No, don't teach him how to kill an insect." I said, "We'll kill a lizard for you. You want to run from lizard inside of this place, yeah? No way. My grandson now running from a lizard. Because all of us in here
already running
from a lizard. He's not going to run from no insect. From no nothing." So I said, "Zan, you clap that ant in the hand. I'm sure you have to clap." He said, "No." I said, "No, you have to learn how to kill that." Because one time we kill a lizard, who he? And he's a man. So he has to learn how to protect, right? So he have to have killer instincts, as I would say, and learn how to protect his family.
Kendrick says, "Lesson strong. More Jamaicans need to tune in." Yes, Kendrick.
Yes, Kendrick. You should share it. So you need to like, share, and what? Subscribe.
Yes, like, share,
subscribe, so that you can get lessons, right? So somebody says, "A village without a woman have no foundation."
Right.
Yes, that's
Monica
true.
says, "Kendrick, I just told my hubby that this lesson needs to be taught in schools."
Yes. And we have to stop the slave blame nonsense. I expect my children to do better than I, of course. And for your children too, you must have ambition for your kids. Come on. Them come on and look like they're lazy and whatever. No. Up you go. You can't come and get bed for sleeping. You have TV, you have iPhone, cost so much 100,000, whatever you feel. No.
100,000, 200,000.
200,000. Oh, there you go. I never had that. I buy like a banger. I have to buy the banger too, can I tell you? So therefore, them come with already at an advantage. This era now, today, we have, with the advance of the internet, I mean, everything is at your fingertips. You can learn anything without even stepping into a school. You don't even need to go into a school now to learn anything, guys. The pandemic has even taught us that too. So today, no, we don't know what the future coming with. We don't know, it could be worse. We know yesterday was bad. We know what happened yesterday, right? Some of us don't want to go back there. Like me personally, some things happened to me when I was younger. I don't want to go back there. I'm not going back there. But we have today. You have today to make it count for today, right? And I keep harping on the women. Women, you are drivers behind that sailor. You remember that. You're the lighthouse, you're the compass, you're the beacon that needs to shine and that needs to take charge. So the first place to take charge is your household. That's the first place to take charge. So you don't walk by a door and see the place all messed up and walk by a door and say something. You have to say something, man. Come on. Even if them not do nothing, you have to say something.
I think the first things they need to take charge of is themselves. Know thyself first.
Know yourself first. By doing what? How you take charge of yourself, though? How you take charge
Make
of
sure
yourself.
that the lessons that you want to teach, you are showing it.
Right. Like, you can't want children to wake up at 5 or 6 o'clock and you get up 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know the famous one when parents say spread your bed and they don't spread
their bed. The little things, right? You want them wash the plate, but you use the plate and you say nothing in the sink and you put it down. You don't wash the plate. So you have to, as Tony says, I agree. First person you need to know is yourself. You have to be strong within yourself and understand that you are the table. You miss any questions? I think we answered everything. Don't ever forget to answer questions. But everybody, you need to really, and I am so, let me tell you, I'm stressed when people come to me and tell me about, oh, Claudia, I'm poor, not now, go on for me, whatever. I say, come on. Sometimes some pretty girls that tell me that too, and I say, oh my God, such a pity. They don't realize that the power is within you already, whether you're male or female.
And they probably just need a better quality man.
The power is not whether you're male or female, but the power is within you to break whatever poverty cycle you're in, right?
Mm-hmm.
You also have to choose not to be poor. Yeah. You have to choose it. That's a big one. How can you get up every day and I tell people say you're poor? I would never tell anybody that I'm poor, even when I did poor. When I was at Central Branch, living in Jonestown, and we passed common entrance, the whole road I jump up and down because we pass common entrance to Woolmans. You see when we go Woolmans and I pick me and drive in a school. Them parents and drop me mom. I walk from Jonestown, I go Woolmans, My mother walk with me a couple mornings. After that, she let me know.
First you realize that not only does the bus person own a vehicle.
Me never know so I'm poor. Because we walk from Jonestown to Central Branch, When I take no vehicle, no. Mm-hmm. When I go down a town, my mother know she jump on the bus. I go down a town. Me never know so I'm poor. I say, hold on. It's a pity with watch my hand. I tell the boy, I used to grab them digital watch too, And the man digital watch come in, so grab it. It's a pity with watch. Them parents driving out of school and them drop them off. And they say, first farm. Me the track and field and so first farm, And me observe. What's another thing too, they must observe. When me reach second farm, I make friend with a girl named April Ferguson. I remember if April in the first farm, I know by second farm we're very good friends. And April I play lawn tennis, badminton, gymnastics. And she get me in gymnastics and lawn tennis. And me a track round now with April. Me a little poor one, I me not a racket on them something. I reach 8 April, let me a racket. Me sit down on the court and watch her play. And then she give me a little spinner for a racket. Because she have coach and son, her mother pay for that. Mm-hmm. And I say, what on a little bit. I look around and I observe. And I say, what on. But I don't see no rich people on the track and field. I just drop track and field. Maybe I should have stayed because I was a sprinter. Mm-hmm. But I drop it, man. I'm going to go play my lawn tennis. And I was good at it. I was women's champion for a couple years straight. But if I only had the support, my mother was overseas. She did send me a board racket. Mm-hmm. But you know who give me them racket and them clothes afterwards? A girl named Bovel. Rich girl in a Woolmans them time. You don't know if the Bovel must be a rich family. But I don't know them back home and I know she had the metal racket them, The time we have board racket now and you go serve and then return that, Them lick out the racket out of your hand. And that was where I learned that the equipment that you have is important. That's why I'm going to buy full equipment. The equipment determines the quality that you push out. Guys, I learned so much from April Ferguson just by being her friend. Yeah, just by being her friend. She was way richer than me. They lived in Mona. I lived in Jonestown. And from that time, I knew that the people around you is what determines where you're going to go. So you have to understand that you have to choose not to be poor. It's a choice that you make. When you become 18, don't walk around the place and tell the people about you're a poor thing or not. Now, stop it. Stop it. Stop act as if you're poor, right? Choose not to be poor. And the minute you choose that, is totally different. Mm-hmm. It's totally different. Everything opens up for you. Like when I chose not to catch a people place and you know, landlord throw me out again, and I chose not to do that and decided to buy a house. So make choices. From the both of you, I've never missed your Sunday live stream. I'm always sitting around waiting for you to come on. Who is that? I'm just looking at a part of it.
Oh, T. Burrell.
T. Burrell.
Ladies, teaching should be part of your profession. I've learned a lot from you both. I never miss your Sunday live stream. I'm always sitting around waiting for you to come on.
Thank you so much. And Jenny says, Miss Claudia, I'm glad I found your channel. Because of you, have a different mindset. I started paying my energy again after sending my money to someone and they take it for themselves. Oh no, Janice. Oh no. But you pay it online now, right? So out of many says, poor was never part of my household vocabulary. Others had to tell me I was poor. Exactly. Cannot be. It cannot be. Right? You're not poor.
You're broke right now.
You're just broke right now. And if any poor is there, is a pouredom of your mentality. That's all it is. Just your mind. Because you have poor mindset. Poor in your mental thinking. And that's why you can't achieve what it is that the rest of the world is achieving. How I look at it is, hey, come on. The rest of the people never do it. Why me sit down there and talk about me have one boot? What's so different about me? Me not the ugliest person. I'm not the least talented person. Me see uglier than me. I make it and run circles with money. Right? So, hey, it's your mindset.
Wow, and T. Burrell is in England.
England?
Wait,
you're in England. It's midnight, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's midnight. Right. So I do try to teach because even the people around me, my workers I saw, teach every day. I have to teach them. I have to try and bring them up with me because when I drive my Benz, I want them Benz right behind me. I want them with them Benz too. And them BMW and them big house and everything. There is nothing wrong with us having those things. That's why we work. We not get up and work every day if you can't buy your shoes and can't do this. And come on. You pick the sick and you can't find money. You pick for go to school, you can't find lunch money. No. People who get up and work every day, that's not us. That's for lazy people. But if you get up and work, you have to work, your brain have to work. You can't just be a zombie getting up, going out there. Your brain have to work. And one of the things you have to know, you have to have some rich friend here. Let me tell them now. All their friends them can't afford. So when them ever tell you say you're rich and switch, the truth is, if you know skating behind one of them rich friends that skirt tail and not rich now. Mm-hmm. And usually the person you might know more affluent than you is probably your boss, right? Your boss might be the one driving the Benz or the Porsche or whatever. And then people you need to learn from, right? Those are the people who you need to help support, because the more your boss step up in our life, and the more you have to step up with it. You have to understand that. Would you recommend be a witness when signing an HOA since it is required? Who would you recommend to be a witness when signing an what is HOA? HOA.
Housing Agency Association. HOA fees.
HOA fees, maintenance. Anybody can be a witness. Signing an HOA since it's required. Anybody can be a witness. Amen. Amen. Hello from Orlando. Hi, Ingrid. Hi. I think we had more people on this week. 158. Thank you all, everybody, for joining. Do we have any more questions? Did we miss anybody's question?
No, I think we're good today.
We're good today. We answered everybody. Hi, ladies. Powerful conversation. Yes. Almost midnight in London. John, I want to thank you so much for staying. I really appreciate it that you stay on so late. See somebody calling me from a private number. They've been calling for quite a while now too. For staying on so late. But we do try to teach you. And I know I have more ladies on than men.
John says I was 18 barefoot, not even one pair of slippers, and motherless, but filled with ambition.
Yes, John. Filled with ambition. I might be telling you something. No amount of schooling can give you ambition.
You know.
May I tell you, no care how much money you spend by your picking them. And send them go to school, or spend by yourself and go to school. We can't teach ambition. We cannot. We cannot teach ambition, just like how we cannot teach leadership. It's ingrained, it's inborn in you.
Can your ambition be taken away?
You can make people can make you feel depressed also, but them can't take it away.
Like that calling mentality that's in the lower socioeconomic groups that's probably keeping
them down. Them have no ambition.
That's what I'm wondering, if the ones who without ambition are holding back the ones who may have.
Yeah, they don't have the ambition, the drive. Mm-hmm. Ambition is drive. Eh? What is ambition? Look it up. It's a drive to want to do something, right? If you have that drive and ambition, nobody can hold you back, because you're going to find a way. You're going to find a way to come out of that barrier, right? And you have to remember that intrinsic motivation, come from within you, right? It come from within you. So you have to have it. I mean, I tell you, if you listen to me for this past year, and you say, damn, you know, so my ambition level low. Get some ambition, and you're frightened to see how. And one of the things is to change your mindset, how you look at things. So when something presents itself in front of you, the quick thinking is, that can't, man. That can't, I want to do that. Find out how we do. How did they do that? Yeah. Find out how we do that. Get more information. That's one thing about ambition too. You're always searching. You're searching for more and more and more stuff, right? So you have to have ambition. And you also have to have ambition for your children. Can I tell you? You have to say, hey, Rachel, you good at this, you know, so I think you should have learn this, you know, like as my daughter Rachel does Mandarin. But that's with me pushing and pushing. Now she loves it, because I realized that she has a natural ability in languages.
She's been doing it for how many years now?
I think she started at 12, was it, Rach? 12? Mm-hmm. At what school should they go again? No, she's at Confucius Center campus.
Isn't she always at Confucius Center?
Mm-mm. She did it at
the place up in front of JC.
Yeah.
What's it called? Chinese
Benevolent Society. I paid the money, I send her there. You have to have ambition for your children. Everybody.
No, she pays her own money and goes.
Yeah. No, she loves going, you know? She loves going. I think she want to go to China one time. She does, but she want to drag me with her, which I'm afraid to leave the country, I know.
All right, one more question because we're out of time.
Oh, I see my brother calling.
Hello, ladies. There was a question about caveat. Did you do a lesson on this? It wasn't a lesson
per se, but we did show you where you could search for the caveat. Maybe we should do the lesson. I did promise you the lesson.
Okay.
I'm going to do it next week. Mm-hmm. I'll do caveat next week. All right. So we're wrapping up now, 5:18. Mm-hmm. There are no more questions.
No.
So good evening. Thank you for your lessons. Have a wonderful week. Thank you.
Yes,
we're greatly appreciated. One love. Thank you out of many. Hi, Jaman, Luca, Zaid, Jude, Monica. How many other names I can't remember? I remember Shelly too. So many of you. Thank you. John today too, and Ingrid and Hi, Jaman. Hi, Jaman. Yeah. Out of many. 77. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much for staying with us. So we're gonna sign out. So we see you next week. Those of you who want something from us, you can WhatsApp us now, and we will respond and send whatever. I think the power of attorney was one. Yeah. And what else? That was it. I think that was it. That was it. If you want something from us, we're still awake. And we can get it done. And we're on lockdown tomorrow and Tuesday, so we're actually at home. So you can also call us if you want to tomorrow. All right. Thank you. Thurl says, I have so much confidence in you both. I recommend you to anyone. Also recommend you to a very good friend of mine, Miss Iselin French, who I think you are looking to do a sale for her in St. Elizabeth. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. Thank you. Yeah, Black. Oh, that was you. Okay. Thank you so much, Borel, for that reference. All right, everybody. Bye. See you next week. Well, you should show them Xander. I'll show you Xander next week. I hear him, but I don't see. Bye, everyone. Bye.